Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of the Bad Idea Bros. So in the last one you saw me getting Khione back up to scratch maintenance wise. Didn't take a lot as you would have seen, and it was all very straightforward, so moved through that pretty quickly. Now today and this episode is the fun stuff. So as I mentioned previously, the bike still got all the stickers from the sponsors and the adverts from the Keeway to the Island ride, which is the initial original ride that we did with these bikes. Now, I laboured over the decision with this, whether to leave the bike as is, because it's obviously, well known the way it is, or do I strip it and start it again and give it a new identity? So I've basically decided to do a little bit of both. Some of the sponsor stickers are still current and relevant, so the guys at MCDU and Remote Moto, they're still on board, so I've decided to keep those on. The logo for the channel has changed, so obviously I want to update that. And there's a few other bits and pieces that are going to stay on the bike and some new stuff that's going to go on. So that's basically how this episode's going to start today, guys. We're going to remove the old decals, get the new ones on, and give the bike a bit of a tidy up, just to make it look a little different, but still with the same spirit and bones that it's always had. So that's how it's going to start, and after we've finished that, we're going to take it for a ride. The destination might surprise you. So thank you as always for watching. Let's get into this. Okay guys, so we're going to start with the old logos. So obviously this is the original logo from the channel when we started it, and it's since been updated. I love the font of Khione's tagging on this one, so I'm going to leave that. But what we've actually got are these soft touch blades. So they're plastic, they're not actually sharp at all, and they theoretically shouldn't damage the paint. So with any luck, it will actually just slide under these stickers and pull them off in more or less one piece. They've been on here a couple of years, so it'll be interesting to see. It's kind of weird to be pulling these off because they've been on the bike for so long. Not too bad. A little bit of residue, but that's to be expected. We've got the cleaner for that. That's worked really well. Alright, so we've got the new logo, which you guys will all be familiar with. It's, I say new, but it's been on the channel for a while now. It's just a matter of getting it in the right spot. Alright guys, so that is our very first replacement decal. Like I said, we're going to have some old and some new on the bike because I don't want to completely change it up, but I just want to bring her up to the updated logos and to the new channel, and that process is basically just going to have to be repeated for the majority of the stickers on the bike. So this is going to be time consuming, but let's get into it. Alright guys, so that's got everything done on the Keeway now. It's good to go. I'm really happy with how it's looked, and I found that balance of keeping some of the old stuff but adding the new logos and whatnot. As I mentioned earlier, I was a bit worried about the bike losing its identity, but I think I've managed to keep what it was and bring it up to standard for all the new logos and everything. So, only thing left to do is ride it.
Well guys, here we are. As fun as it was working on the Keeway, it's so much better to be riding it. It's been quite a time since I last did any decent kilometres with this bike. We did a little bit of commuting for a while just to keep the bike moving, but nothing adventurous, nothing exciting. So the destination for today is actually First European, which is a motorcycle shop here in Christchurch. And the reason that's the destination is that today the guys are putting a bike show on, and believe it or not, we've been invited. So pretty stoked about that. It'll be interesting to see what they've got on display, and pretty humbling to know that they're interested in having the Keeway there. But I suppose realistically, the Keeways in New Zealand are not a super common bike. Probably said this before in previous videos, but Khione is one of 32 or 36 bikes, I believe. So definitely not something you see every day. And because it's going to a bike show, that's why I was in that mad rush to get everything sort of polished and cleaned and tidied, and to get all the new decals on the bike, so that she was looking her best and quite presentable for the show. So guys, that's where we're up to now. I'm going to continue down the road and we'll see you at it. Looking forward to it.
Well guys, we made it okay obviously, and there's been a really good turnout. There's all sorts of awesome bikes here today. I'd have to say at an estimate there'd be over 100 at least. Some really cool classic stuff, some really cool vintage stuff. Sun's out, lots of people, and can't really ask for a better day. So there's obviously voting. I don't expect the Keeway to get anything, but it would be amazing if it did. However, the Royal Enfield, the 350G of Warren's, generating a lot of interest, so it would be very cool if that got best of British, but who knows. Guys, I'll turn the camera around, I'll run around a few of these lines of bikes that are here and give you guys a look at what we've got. Especially now that the music started, I think they've gotten a lot louder. So guys, feast your eyes on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, welcome to our show. You enjoying it? Yeah! Oh, good. So shortly we're going to unveil our bike here. Before we do that, I've got to thank the two guys stood by it, which is Jason and Ricky. Been a midnight oil burn to get this thing finished. It has not been easy. We probably pushed the boat out a wee bit further than we intended, and you know, every day you're not quite as far on as you want to be, but they've done it. I think you'll agree when you see it. It looks pretty special. Okay, I've got to hold it closer apparently. I also want to thank my whole team for helping me put this together. It was a brain fart moment in the middle of winter. Was let's do something to kickstart spring and the riding season. Again, I'm hoping you think it's a good way to do it, because if you do, then we'll keep doing them. The bike, once the boys uncover it, which they'll do very shortly now, you'll see has got some quite unique features. So Ricky, Jace, would you please unveil Hookham? So as you can see, it's not like too many bikes you'll have seen before. I'll talk you through some of the features. So those handlebars were handmade in-house, they are stainless steel. And you'll see the bike has got no clutch lever, no brake lever. That's not because it's automatic, and it's not because it's got no brakes. So the braking system is totally linked through the ABS control unit, and therefore is worked off the back brake using the linkages. The clutch is a twist grip clutch, so as you twist your throttle, you twist your clutch, and all the cables run inside those bars. The bike started as a brand new Royal Enfield Interceptor, and as such we've changed the frame to a hardtail frame. If you look at the curvature over the rear guard, you'll see that's the exhaust system running straight through, around the engine, through the frame and over the tyres. Boys, do you want to fire her up? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to have a closer look at the bike.
What you found today?
Good.
Good?
It's been a great day. Things good. Why?
Let's get a picture. You won Best of Britain, and I'm so pleased for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. Cheers, guys.
Got anything to say, Warren?
Absolutely stoked. The first trophy, hopefully of many, but yeah, just stoked. Great day. Really enjoyed doing it.
It's been brilliant. And we took a trophy home. Even better.
Home, yeah.
So that was for the 50 Enfield guys. So nice to know a bike out of the stables won something. It's awesome. Well guys, what an awesome day that ended up being. So wasn't really sure what to expect. I've never done a motorcycle show before, so it was all a bit of a learning curve, but it went really well. Had a lot of fun, a lot of interest in the Keeway. It was interesting to see what people thought of it. A lot of questions in regards to what the bike was. It's not something that a lot of them have seen, and obviously Khione is quite modified, so a little far from standard. But it was awesome meeting a lot of you guys, coming up and say g'day, so that was really cool. Thank you for that. And just to top the day off, it was amazing that Warren took home the trophy for Best of British. So guys, that was definitely a fun day. Not really sure if we'll ever do another one, but if we get the invite again, why not? As for the next episode, well, there's another surprise, and this one's a good one. So guys, we'll see you then. Bye.